Funky little Napier in the Hawke's Bay region of New Zealand is said to be the Art Deco capital of the world. In 1931, a devastating earthquake shook the town to its core, and the mammoth rebuilding project that followed was completed in the then highly fashionable Art Deco style. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 things to see and do in Napier, and just wait till you see the number 1 that we're going to be showing in this video, something you would never even have thought of, so make sure you watch till the end. Before we begin though, you can help support our channel by becoming a member of this channel. All you do is press that join button below. This will help us to bring you more awesome travel videos. So now, if you're ready, let's cut to the chase. At 10, Timata Peak. Beside the town of Havelock North, Timata Peak rises 339 metres above the surrounding countryside, allowing sweeping views across the entirety of Hawke's Bay. Timata Peak is significant in Maori folklore and is the setting for the legend of Chief Timata o Rongokako, who, to win the hand of his lover, tried to eat his way through the cliffs here. The park area covers 99 hectares with native forest, as well as gum trees, eucalyptus and redwood forest areas. A large network of hiking and mountain biking trails traverse the area up to the summit and make a great place for an afternoon stroll with plenty of scenic viewpoints along the way. Those not so keen on a walk can also reach the summit by road, while the truly adventurous may want to look into a hang gliding experience. Really? At 9, Napier Cathedral. Napier's St John Anglian Cathedral, or Waiapu Cathedral of St John the Evangelist, to give it its full name, was first built in 1886. But the present building was constructed between 1946 and 1965 and is a thoroughly modernist-style piece of church architecture. It is noted for its stained glass ambulatory windows that depict scenes from the life of Christ in an abstract design style. Also worth viewing are the Stations of the Cross paintings by New Zealand artist Phyllis Simmons and the cathedral's 48 wooden plaques carved with Christian symbols that adorn the ambulatory walls. Napier Cathedral is open to visitors daily and provides a brochure detailing the church's architecture so that visitors can take a self-guided tour around the building. At 8, Bluff Hill. Walkers who want to get a good view across Napier and its dazzling blue bay should take a hike up Bluff Hill. Just to the north of Napier's town centre, the Bluff Hill Domain area has a winding trail up to a lookout point, which was manned by an Army coastal regiment during World War II. Today, the lookout provides incredible panoramas that extend as far as the Mahia Peninsula in the northeast and, on a clear day, all the way to Cape Kidnappers in the southeast. A plaque at the lookout commemorates the battery that once stood here. At 7, MTG Hawke's Bay. One of the town's top attractions, and one of the top things to do for free in Napier, MTG Hawke's Bay is a museum, art gallery and theatre all rolled into one that serves as a showcase of the Hawke's Bay region. It's also a must-do for history fans who want to find out more about the famous Napier earthquake of 1931. The permanent collection includes a gallery devoted to the earthquake that explains the devastating effect on the area and the mammoth rebuilding project afterwards. Other exhibitions include a well-curated Maori gallery displaying jewellery, carving and clothing, and an art gallery with an emphasis on New Zealand's 20th century artists. There is also an impressive natural history collection with moa, New Zealand's extinct giant bird, bones and materials. At 6, Cape Kidnappers. About 23 kilometres south of Napier, the headland of Cape Kidnappers juts out into the sea and is a remarkably beautiful place of stark, windswept cliffs shooting up from the narrow strips of beach. Cape Kidnappers was given its name by Captain Cook in 1769 when the local Maori here, trading with Cook's ship, Endeavour, kidnapped his Tahitian cabin boy. Today, this craggy peninsula lays claim to being one of the world's largest gannet colony, with the birds easily seen nesting in huge numbers. Tours by tractor along the beach are easily arranged, or independent travellers can hike along the beach for 8 kilometres from the town of Clifton. Other fun things to include enjoying a round of golf at the Cape Kidnappers Golf Club. Club rentals are available for visitors. At 5, Otatara Pa, a Maori fortified village. This 40-hectare pa, or Maori fortified village, is one of New Zealand's most important archaeological sites. Otatara Pa was the largest such site in the Hawke's Bay region and was home to the chief, Taraua, who dominated the region. Today the pa is a historical reserve. The excavation and careful preservation here means that many of the foundations of terraced dwelling sites and food pits can still be seen. One of the top things to do in Napier is to climb the hill the pa sits on for the excellent panoramas of the surrounding countryside down to Napier and cross to Cape Kidnappers. On a clear day, the views stretch out to Mount Ruapehu in the distance. And now at number 4, Tremains Art Deco Weekend. If you're in New Zealand during the month of February, don't miss Napier's Tremains Art Deco Weekend, when the city celebrates its profusion of Art Deco architecture with a 1930s themed festival. There are vintage car parades, fashion shows, outdoor music concerts and Great Gatsby themed picnics and dances. Locals as well as visitors take the chance to dress in flapper-era glory for all the events, and the streets are filled with people sporting 1930s-style chic. More than 40,000 people attend the festival, which runs for 4 days every year. At 3, Marine Parade. Napier's seafront promenade, Marine Parade, is lined with tall Norfolk pines and is home to the tranquil Marine Parade Gardens and the Sunken Gardens. There are plenty of monuments and art installations to spot along this stretch, the most famous of which is the bronze pannier of the reef statue. Mermaid-like pannier is a figure from Maori mythology who was lured away from her lover by the sea people and was unable to return to dry land. Other monuments worth a look inside the Spirit of Napier Monument, the Tom Parker Fountain and Marine Parade Arch with the ship's bell from HMS Veronica, the first source of help after the 1931 earthquake. It's also a great spot to look for suitable accommodations, as well as to stop for a meal or light bite at one of the restaurants close by. At 2, National Aquarium of New Zealand. The National Aquarium of New Zealand is home to the country's most diverse range of sea life. In the National Aquarium of NZ's huge walk-through aquarium, the Oceanarium, visitors can view the shark species, stingray and reef fish that call the waters off Hawke's Bay home, as well as plenty of tropical fish, turtles and octopi that are found throughout the Pacific. There are also 3 animal enclosures that allow you to see some of New Zealand's most famous endemic animals: the nocturnal and flightless kiwi, the Otatara reptile and the little blue penguin. Kids will enjoy the close encounters experience in the penguin enclosure, which lets them hand-feed these charismatic creatures and even participate in a fun Penguin of the Month ceremony. And finally at number 1, Napier's Art Deco architecture. Napier's shattering earthquake of 1931 levelled the centre of town, and rebuilding afterwards was largely focused on the Art Deco and Spanish Mission styles, which were then in fashion in the United States. The result is an incredible assemblage of Art Deco architecture, comparable only with the Art Deco district of Miami, that has resulted in Napier having been given the moniker Art Deco Capital of the World. Much of the design was in fact the work of local architect Louis Hay, who infused Maori motifs into many of the building facades to give the architecture a distinctly New Zealand twist. Of particular note among the many Art Deco buildings in town are the Masonic Lodge and the Criterion Hotel. Today, the city's architecture is its biggest tourist attraction, and a highlight of a stay here is taking one of its Art Deco walks run by Napier's Art Deco Trust. The Trust can also arrange bike tours and vintage car tours, and for those who want to explore independently, it sells a handy self-guided tour booklet. And there you have the top 10 things to do and see in Napier. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic travel guides. So see you next time.